Hey guys, D-Pad Danny back again with another pickups video. Gotten a collection of things the last couple weeks and months or so, and let's just get right on into it because there's a lot to cover. Today I'm going to do it based off of company. I know usually I'm like, oh, I got these at the flea market, I got these at yard sale, I got these on Facebook. No, I'm just going to do it by console or company. So let's start with Sega stuff. I got from the flea market this past weekend, I got Brutal Above the Claw for the 32X. That's a fighting game where you can choose different animals. It's kind of mediocre. It's not very good. I also got NBA Jam Tournament Edition, also for the 32X. Complete in box and in pretty good condition. See, it's got the book in there and everything. Nice. I think this one was pretty cheap. It's NBA Jam. If you played NBA Jam, that's what it is. This one feels way more arcadey than the Super Nintendo or Genesis ones. The heads are a little bit bigger of the characters. The head just has, the way it flows, it just has more of an arcadey kind of feel. So I think that's what they were going for on that one, is to make it arcadey. Excuse me. I also got at the flea market Choo Choo Rocket for the Dreamcast. This is a top-down kind of puzzle game where you have all these space mice sort of things, little space mice guys, and you need to get them to the rockets to evacuate the area. Later levels you'll have these cat creatures running around trying to catch you. It's not bad. It's actually kind of fun. I might put it in a video at some point. I don't know. On a Facebook group, and I wanted this game for a little while now. I've heard nothing but good things about it. And for Genesis, I don't like buying cart only. I feel like for Genesis, it came with a clamshell case. There's not really an excuse to not have that. Yeah, I know some of them came in cardboard cases or whatever, but I saw this cart only for a decent price, and the CIB is really expensive. Well, not really expensive. It's like $85 or something like that. But Phantasy Star 4. It's the label's a little faded. It looks like it has some water damage or whatever, but it boots up. It runs fine. It's one I've wanted for a little while, so now I have Phantasy Star and Phantasy Star 4. I'd like to get 2 and 3 for the Genesis at some point, but you know, I'm not in a super hurry for that. Okay, so that's Genesis stuff, or Sega stuff rather. Next, let's move on to PlayStation stuff. So we only have one PlayStation 2 controller, and my wife always wants to play multiplayer stuff, so I found her a fancy pink and purple and black frou-frou PS2 controller. And interestingly enough, as soon as I got it for her, we booted up a 2-player game and found out that my PS2 started having disk read issues. So it used to be a little finicky with some games, and now it's a lot finicky with a lot of games. So at the flea market this weekend, we found a replacement console, so I also got that, but I'm not going to unplug it to say, hey look, I got a PS2, it's just a replacement. I already had a PS2. PS2! So I got that. And then, also at the flea market this weekend, these were my wife's pickups, so I guess I'm kind of covering them for her. They're the collective collection of collecting, but she got Twisted Metal Black. I've never been a big fan of Twisted Metal games. I kind of suck at them. I get bored with them quickly, but she's always liked them, and this is one she's wanted for a while, so she got it for a good price. Saw it at the flea market, picked it up. She also got Super Bust-A-Move. Bust-A-Move's always a good time, you know. Bust-A-Move, Puzzle Bobble, whatever, shooting the balls up to clear the balls at the top. It's a fun little puzzle game. If you never played a Bust-A-Move game or a Puzzle Bobble game, it's the same thing. Check one out. They're a lot of fun. And I also got recently from Matt's Game Exchange, my local game store, I got a copy of Chrono Cross. Now, if anyone from Matt's is watching this video, which I doubt, stop using these labels. They're awful. They leave adhesive residue. And I have a ton of games, and you'll see in this video as well, I have a ton of games that I need to get the labels off, but I don't want to just peel the label off and stick it on the shelf, because then it'll have adhesive, it'll stick to everything, and I just don't have the time to clean them up. Really, what I need to do is I just need to have a big old cleaning session and just de-label and remove marker and all that other crap on all the games that I have that need it. But yes, Chrono Cross. This PlayStation cartridge is good. The discs are in good condition, the book's in really good condition. The only downfall about this one is the case is a little bit busted. It's got some cracks and stuff, especially on the back. It's like somebody dropped it. You see there's like a chunk of plastic missing there. But I can get like a cheap copy of like Gran Turismo or something like that and just swap out the case, so I'm not worried about that. That is PlayStation stuff. Now, on to the remainder of the video, and the biggest chunk, naturally, is the Nintendo section. First of all, we're going to go modern, and yes, opening day was March 3rd. I got me a Nintendo Switch. This thing is awesome. I've had a lot of fun with it. Naturally, like everybody else who got it opening day, got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is so good. All the hype, all the good scores you see about it, absolutely justified. Play it. If you have a way to play it, play it. It's good. Also on the Switch, I got some downloadable goodies. I got snipper clips, which is pretty fun. And I also got Blaster Master Zero, which is awesome. It's a really well done new Blaster Master game. New, but retro. It's really, really good. Blaster Master Zero. I also got Graceful Explosion Machine, which is a fun little shooter, kind of in the vein of Defender, but you're not rescuing people, you're just destroying everything on the screen. And also, today, Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Curse came out today, and I've been super stoked about that one. That's my most wanted game for the Master System, and so because of that, the remake's been on my radar for a long time. It's been high on my radar. And that came out today, and I downloaded it. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, you know, work and family stuff or whatever, but you can bet you know what I'm going to be playing after this video, so... Switch, really, really cool. I really like it. I also went and got the Pro Controller, which is a really good feeling controller. It's nice and sturdy. It's got a good weight, but it's not too heavy. It's really well put together. It's a little pricey. I hate how expensive controllers are these days. This was $69.99 MSRP, so I think it cost me like $73 or something after tax. It's ridiculous. I could have bought like a game and a half for that, but either way, I knew I had to have one, and it's really cool. I'm glad I got it. It's a legit controller, so that's fun. And interestingly enough, though, I actually enjoy playing it more as a portable than I enjoy playing it on the TV. It's really good as a portable. It's an okay home console. You know, it's good to have that option to be able to play it on either. But I've been really enjoying it portable, and I've found myself playing it more portable, especially since I can play it on my lunch break or my breaks at work or whatever. I'll carry it in my laptop case and bust it out when I have 15 minutes to dig around. So, yes, the Nintendo Switch, I would recommend it. Not a ton of titles out for it right now, but there's going to be some good stuff along the way. Okay, moving on. Nintendo's eBay, I guess they were overstocked, and I got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, complete in box with the amiibo, for $20. $20, brand new, direct from Nintendo. Came from Redmond, Washington, Nintendo of America. Haven't even opened it yet. I heard it's fun, but for right now it's just a display piece. I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point. Maybe. Who knows, maybe I won't. I just have so many other things to play, as you can see with the pickups. So, but yes, $20, I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, why not? Super Nintendo. I have one Super Nintendo game here, and it's not a good one. It is Winter Olympic Games by US Gold. Not a good game. It's what you would expect. It's like Winter Games. In fact, comparing it to Winter Games for the NES, with as bad as that game is, it's actually a really good comparison, because they both have that same really crappy feel to it. Made by different people, believe it or not. I only got this because it was 50% off, so it was like $2. And I was like, yeah, okay, I want to get close to completion on Super Nintendo just like I do with NES. So I can afford to spend $2 on a crappy sports title, whatever. And we have, let's see, this weekend I got Odama. Well, this is kind of my pick and kind of the wife's pick as well. It's really weird, like samurai wartime pinball hybrid. It's really weird. Like if you look, it's at its core, it plays like pinball. You have the flippers and you have the ball, but you can also use the GameCube microphone and order your troops to go left and right and push forward and deflect attacks and stuff like that while you're trying to manipulate the environment with the ball, like break down bridges or destroy the dam to block off troops, stuff like that. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I'd like to put some more time into that and really see what this one's all about. But yeah, Odama for GameCube. Also got Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. This is a up to 4-player romp, stomping through the city as classic Godzilla monsters. As you can see, like there's a bunch of them on there, just fighting each other, destroying stuff, kind of like a Rampage, I guess. But your main focus is to destroy the other players rather than eat the most things to get points. Hadn't really gotten a chance to play this one because, similar to my PlayStation 2 being finicky that we just replaced. Excuse me. My GameCube is now having disc read errors, so I'm gonna have to replace the GameCube. I'm gonna have to get a new GameCube sometime soon. But the disc looks good. I don't think it's an issue of the disc. I think it's the console, because I've seen that with other games as well. It's kind of choosy on which games it wants to play. I don't know why, but yeah, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Game Boy. Got a few Game Boy games here. Got DuckTales. Woo! For Game Boy. Yeah, I really like the NES version. Game Boy version is very similar, just kind of dumbed down as you'd expect from a Game Boy port. But yeah, it was just a few bucks. DuckTales. And also, Quicks, Kicks. Quicks and Kicks. Get your kicks with Quicks. This is a kind of puzzly game. There's like some sort of object bouncing around like a square area, and you play as the Quicks crystal, I guess, and you kind of draw off little areas of the stage, and that reduces the area that thing has to bounce around. And what you want to do is, like, while it's over here, you want to cut this area, and your cursor moves really slow, so you got to really plan it out and make sure you have an exit strategy if the thing comes back. But the idea is to get the playfield like a certain size around it without getting hit and without losing the thing. Like if it hits your line while you're midway through, you'll lose a life or a try or whatever. But yeah, that's one my wife likes, and I saw it and bought it. You know, why not? Alright. Now, last but not least, a big old stack of NES games. Well, not a huge stack, but it's still a pretty big stack. Nothing fancy, nothing fantastic, but we'll go through. These are mostly cheap commons to add to the collection. Got Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach. It's a golf game. I played it very briefly. It's a golf game. I don't know. What can you say? You got Iron Tank. This one is like, okay, picture playing Ikari Warriors, but you only have the tank. The controls are very similar. The layout's very similar. I don't think the music was as bad, if I remember. But yeah, it's basically like playing Ikari Warriors if there was a code to where you'd only use the tank ever. So yeah, Iron Tank. Championship Pool. I have a couple pool games for the NES, and I've played a couple billiards games on other consoles. This is one of the worst. This is not good at all. This is... Stack it up against something like Side Pocket, which is awesome, by the way. That's the best NES pool game, in my opinion, that I've played. Stack it up against something like that, or even Luna Pool, which is not nearly as good. This still is crappy. Like, the way it zooms it in, you know, most pool games, you're like, here's the screen, you see, there's the pool table. You see the whole thing. No, this is like, zooms you in, and so you don't know where the edges are. You can't even see the pockets that you're shooting for. It's awful. Championship Pool. Wouldn't recommend it. Wrath of the Black Mana. This is a like arcadey beat 'em up sort of deal, but you're a ninja. It kind of feels a lot like Bad Dudes, and it's not very good. Similar to Bad Dudes, but it's disappointing too because it's made by Taito, and Taito's usually really, you know, they make quality games, but this one is not. There might be some people who like it. I didn't care for it. Taboo, The Sixth Sense. This is not a game. This is just straight up not a game. It's originally from More Video. It's got all this SKU number gobbledygook on the side. It's got some adhesive on the back, and of course the matte sticker. I can get all that off. The label's in good condition, but yeah, it's like tarot cards. You punch in your name and your birthday, and it, I don't know, it tells you some stuff about, I don't know, it's It's lame. Taboo. Skate or Die 2. It's the sequel to Skate or Die 1. The best thing about this game is the intro song. Title screen song is awesome in this game. Like, if you don't believe me, look it up on Google, look it up on YouTube. Skate or Die 2 title. That's the best part of the game. You also got Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing. It's Formula 1 racing. It feels a lot like Rad Racer. Not a terrible effort, but just not my kind of game. Interestingly enough, it has a battery backup. Why does a game like this need a battery backup? I'm thinking maybe there's some sort of semi-robust career mode or something. I don't know. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but I just find it interesting to see. Like, I saw that gold backing, and I was like, that's bizarre. It's a racing game. So, bases loaded. Nothing fancy there. Standard baseball goodness, I guess you could say. I'm not a big fan of baseball games, but I have 2 and 3. I didn't have the first one, so picked it up. Why not? It's $3. Whatever. Bases loaded. Battle chess. It's chess, but the chess pieces kill each other in mild, violent fashions. Yeah, it's just a medieval spin on chess. Classic Concentration, you know, where it's like, what was that show? Based on the challenging television game show. I guess it was just Concentration. I don't know. Where it'll show you like picture puzzles, and you gotta guess like what the puzzle's trying to tell you. Yeah. I don't know. Round Ball. The game is about as fun as the label makes it look. It's very plain and it's not good. It's a basketball game. It's a 2-on-2. Yeah, round ball 2-on-2 challenge. Not good. Not good. And finally, Mission Impossible. Based on, I guess, what, the show, the movie? I know it's a movie. I think, was it a show at some point? I don't know. It's made by Ultra / Konami. I know I tested this one when I got it, but I'm drawing a blank on the playstyle. I feel like it's side-scrolling platforming, maybe? I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But, yeah, that's my stuff this time around, guys. That's what I got. I'll be back sometime soon after I amass some more stuff. I usually like to try to get, you know, a good amount of things to showcase in these videos before I do them, so it's not just like, hey, look at these 2 games I bought. See you later. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I'll be back next time. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, thank you for watching. No one likes BO. Thanks for watching, guys. Watch your notifications for the next go-around. Take care.